Hello, my name is METİN. This is 29th explanation of my theory. Our subjective reality is the total result of encountering meta-sensation perception matter itself through the intrinsic motion forms. Remember my first video. Today, I don't mention any formulas. Shortly today, I will tell you about subjective reality. My ideas. Our subjective reality is a priori, circuitous, indirect, and divided to outer subjective reality. Here the box. We are inner subjective reality. Outer subjective reality, it has objective causality. You cannot change order while observing it. Outer subjective reality is predictable. It has regularity. It has order. There are frequently being, say, ontogenesis, step by step. And there are reasons, real, actual reasons. There are real, successive, sequent causes. You can observe that. Inner subjective reality. There is no causality in unchanged order. Inner subjective reality is free from causality. Its causes are different. Same reasons make different results. Different reasons make same results. Inadequate with outer subjective reality. Absurdism. Everything in inner subjective reality of our mind, or our perception, imagination, memory, etc. There is no causality in unchanged order, inner subjective reality. Inner subjective reality is free from causality. Inner subjective reality is not predictable. In inner subjective reality, memory and imagination, the two main processors, which can produce similar outer objects arbitrarily and in disorder, and they can deform. Again, in inner subjective reality, memory and imagination, the two main processors which can produce similar outer objects arbitrarily and in disorder without actual causes. These are virtual and free causes. Sometimes there are no causes. There are two main processes in inner subjective reality. A. Sensation, perception, process. B. Imagination, process. But memory always at work. Memory always on the work in sensation, perception, process and in imagination process. Think of about now. I observe through my eyes opposite to my scene. We. Different angles, different eyeball motions, different time intervals, so small, together, wholly composed of all of whole view. We think I do that with only like a mirror, like a photographic plate. No. There is memory action. Memory. I sense this table again, in so small time interval, I saw this board. Okay. Memory composed of that. Bring together at work, process, and I see the we. Memory always on the work, at work, in sensation, perception process, and in imagination process. It is surprising and amazing to sense the living with doing spontaneous comparison between the outer objects, phenomena, and facts, and inner reproduced or created images between two of that. Regular, successive phenomena, facts, etc. And inside of our box, brain, mind, imagine, free images. Okay. We always, at all moments, in all moments, we compare this unconsciously. Always we live together. This is the live. This limit, we are living in that limit. Interaction and comparison. And we always surprise. Living is being in surprise. Amazing. It is surprising and amazing to sense the living with doing spontaneous comparison between outer objects and inner images. It is surprising and amazing to sense the living with doing spontaneous comparison between the outer objects, phenomena, and facts, and inner reproduced or created images, which some of them correspond to unknown inner responses. No reason. Remember, Babies. We say in Turkey, we look the baby, Gia, Gia, and she or he starts to smile. And again, she or he does this. Yeah, surprising. Inner subjective world, outer objective world. Imagine outer subjective reality and imagining reality, imagining subjective reality. Surprising, because inner side of head different from outer subjective reality. Okay? Our subjective reality is continuously interactive process between the outer subjective reality and inner subjective reality. Compose the whole subjective reality by interacting themselves. Our subjective reality, whole subjective reality. Okay, here, all, whole, inner and outer. Subjective reality. Totally, two of that, subjective reality. Two of that, total. Our subjective reality, inner and outer, okay, is continuously interactive process between the outer subjective reality and inner subjective reality. Compose our subjective reality composes the whole subjective reality by interacting themselves. Two of that, I'm so sorry, inner subjective reality and outer subjective reality by interacting compose the whole subjective reality by interacting themselves. And universe is not only physical universe while interacting with us, not only with us, with birds, with fishes, okay, with trees, with leaves, okay, with bacteria. Universe is not only physical universe while interacting with us. Universe will partially deviate from its physical existence through interacting us, through interacting subjective reality. Again, universe will partially deviate from its physical existence through interacting with us, through interacting with subjective reality. Have a good evening. See you later.